So about a month or two ago, I did a dedicated video purely centered around how Blue Archive was going to have two different versions of the game running concurrently. One, a more tame version of the game, and the other, a more explicit version of the game. And Nexon, the Blue Archive team, have elaborated on that with a dedicated post that goes on to elaborate a little bit on several of these scenes that are being restored. One, of course, being the very specific Arisu scene that was censored. I'm not gonna go ahead and showcase it here. You're gonna have to go ahead and look that up yourself if you want to know specifically what we're talking about. But it infuriated a lot of players. There was mass hysteria because, if I recall, they altered the perspective to show less of the character, and a lot of people wanted to see it all laid bare. But players are incredibly excited and shocked at the same time. We're gonna go ahead and find out why that is. Before we jump into this video though, I do want to thank all of our incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys do not need to support Mrs. Stix and I, but you still choose to, and trust me, it is appreciated beyond anything I can convey verbally. You guys are incredible, and admittedly, if you have a moment, follow Mrs. Stix and I over on Twitter. We'd really appreciate that. So the post states, early notice about the addition of the teen version and raising the age rating of the existing app. We're here to give our senseis advance notice about the addition of Blue Archive's teen version app, as well as raising the age rating on the existing app due to the fact that Blue Archive has been reclassified as an R-rated game by Korea's Game Rating and Administration Committee as of the 2nd of November. These updates will take place on the 29th of November, a Tuesday, through maintenance. So this game, this game isn't even that bad, but Korea has decided that this game is essentially a porn game. Like, it is comparable to a full adult game. What? Adding the teen version and raising the age rating. This happens on the 29th of November. This video is being recorded on the 26th, posted on the 27th, so realistically, it's gonna happen about 2 days from now. The current app name, Blue Archive, will remain unchanged, and its age rating will be raised to R. Senseis who have not been authenticated as adults must do so for each applicable store before the 29th update. Details in the teen version app. All of your game data will be maintained in the teen version. The store names of the new app will be changed to... Wait, it's just gonna be changed to Blue Archive 12 and Blue Archive 15. Wait, what? That is creative. I'll give him that. That is, yeah, sure. The content remains the same regardless of the difference in app names with differing age ratings. The following changes will be made in the teen version. The Izumi swimsuit recollection lobby image will be partially modified. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, you know what? I don't even need to enlarge that to know what's going on there. I understand completely why that is like, I don't think it needs to be rated R, let's be real here, but I understand why that might not necessarily be acceptable for young kids. The Akko recollection lobby image will be partially modified. Let's go ahead and see what that is, see if that is any more. I mean, you know, I understand, I can see the image, I can. Do they really need to be modified? Does this one in specific really need to be modified? No, I feel like that one is perfectly acceptable. I don't know why they're deciding that that is too extreme, but I mean, hey, okay. Portions of the Katyn relationship story dialogue will be revised. That is an interesting choice. Apart from the above, there will be no further changes or differences between the current Blue Archive and teen version. I did see on Reddit though, they went on to state they're restoring the one Arisu scene that was censored from the existing version of the game. I see there have been a ton of upvotes, but I haven't seen any further verification of that being a thing. Senseis under certain countries and regions may be required to authenticate as adults under each store in order to play with the existing app. Senseis who are currently playing as guests and need to play with the teen version cannot log into the existing app after the 29th update. Guest accounts are not linked to the game and therefore will be lost if you delete the existing app without linking the account. and blah, blah, blah. What are people saying? So basically they're releasing a teen version of the game with censored scenes and raising the age rating for the default version. Seems like a good workaround. Yeah, it does. Find it hilarious that the teen versions are literally just named Blue Archive 50. I know, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. They barely changed anything. They didn't censor mostly anything about the whole game. Yeah, they censored a couple different things, but that's really all they needed to make sure that players can continue to play the game. Why don't more games and companies do this? That is a very good question. I have no idea why more companies don't do this. They really should. Why cater to whatever Asian regions are restricting you and inhibiting you from releasing the content you want when you could just release 2 different versions of it, what you want, and let all the degenerates like you and me play that version and buy whatever we want in that version, and let everyone else play the other version with a slightly altered outfit, slightly altered text, dialogue. Honestly, this is a great change. It really is. People were shocked that they were doing this. They're having 2 versions running concurrently, and that shock is understandable because it's so rare that this kind of thing happens. Kudos to Nexon, kudos to the team that are in charge of Blue Archive. You guys are doing an excellent job. I know this is mostly motivated by financial return, but it shows, at least to a degree, that you guys still somewhat care about your community, that you aren't just willing to cut everything and censor everything purely for those profits. Now, if Blue Archive is not your thing, no problem. I got 2 different videos on screen right now that might be of interest to you. One featuring a gacha game that I think you need to be aware of. You need to go ahead and check out because it looks really good. The other featuring a list of gacha games that came out this month, in the month of November 2022. Go ahead and check them out.